Hi, welcome to Library with Mrs. Brooks. Today's book is about insects. It's given to you today with permission from Capstone Publishing, and this particular story is by Martha Rustad, and it's from the series Little Explorers from the Smithsonian Institute. Insects, lots of good stuff in this one. I hope you enjoy it. So insects live everywhere, in the air, in the water, on the ground, and in the dirt. Take a look around you and you are going to find an insect. Have you seen an insect sitting in the sun? Insects are cold-blooded. The sunlight warms their bodies right here. Look at that. An insect body. An insect is an animal with 3 body sections. Here we go. You have the head, that's right here. The middle part's the thorax, right here. And this big back part's called the abdomen. That's right. And then we have the antenna right here. The outer part's called the exoskeleton. And then we have their 6 legs. That's right, they have 6 legs. 3 body parts, head, thorax, and abdomen. Ancient insects. Earth has been home to insects for a long time. Scientists have found insect fossils are millions of years old. Many ancient insects look like insects today, but some ancient insects were big. Their wings stretched as wide as 2.5 feet. That would be pretty darn scary. How about that? Imagine an insect as wide as a school desk. Yikes. As wide as a school desk? What is not an insect? People call lots of animals bugs, but many are not insects. Spiders are not insects. Spiders have 2 body sections and 8 legs. Ticks are not insects. 8 legs stick out from their bodies. Millipedes are not insects. They crawl on as many as 400 legs. So these 3 animals are all not insects. They are different, but we call them bugs sometimes. But we're wrong. Metamorphosis. An insect's body changes as it grows. Most insects grow through these 4 changes. The changes are called metamorphosis. Oh, what a big word. Metamorphosis. Here is the metamorphosis of a 7-spotted lady beetle. Right here, 1 larva in the eggs, that's 1. The 7-spotted lady beetle begins as an egg. The larva hatches from the egg. Larvae look like tiny worms. There you go, right here. Okay. The larva eats and grows. It molts when it outgrows its exoskeleton. Molt means to shed its outer covering. That's this part right here. Then we come over here to number 3. Okay. The larva molts into a pupa. Inside, its body changes. The adult beetle breaks out of the pupa. That's this part. All right, and number 4. A female adult mates and lays eggs. The life cycle begins again. That's this part right here. Some insects, such as grasshoppers and dragonflies, go through only 3 stages: egg, nymph, and adult. A nymph looks like a small adult, and that's called a dragonfly nymph right there. See it close up. That's crazy. Insect senses. Seeing. Most adult insects see the world through different types of eyes. Tiny single eyes see light and dark. Huge compound eyes see many small lenses. Each lens sees a different part of the picture. All right, so let's take a look at these eyes. Look at those eyes. What? Wow, we don't ever see them that big. 1 compound eye to a dragonfly may have 28,000 lenses. That's crazy. Hearing. Most insects hear well. Some gather sounds with round ears called tympania. Others use hairs on their antennae to hear. Wow. Touching. Insects feel with tiny strands that look like hair. Tasting and smelling. Many insects use the strands on their antennae for smelling and tasting. Some insects even have them on their feet. Oh my goodness. Sensing chemicals. These strands also sense chemicals. Chemicals help insects communicate. They use chemicals to find mates or food. Look at that. Wow. Very interesting. Ants work. Each ant has a different job. The queen lays the eggs. The worker ants feed young ants and build nests. Soldier ants protect the nest. Ant colonies live in nests. One nest might be home to, are you ready? 1,000,000 ants. That's right. Ants build nests from dirt, leaves, or wood. Check it out. Look at this. Wow. So the queen lays the eggs. The worker ants feed the young and build the nest. The soldier ants protect the nest. That is crazy. Very big. Bees buzz. They gather nectar and pollen from flowers. Some kinds of bees live in colonies, right? Hives may have up to 80,000 bees. Adults take care of young bees. Look at that hive right there. That's crazy. Other kinds of bees live alone. They lay eggs in nests. The bees leave food for their young. Then they leave the nests. Some bees have stingers. They sting to protect their hive. Not all bees sting. Honeybees collect nectar in honeycombs. Mixed with a bee's saliva, nectar turns into honey as it dries. A carpenter bee. An insect's egg can be smaller than a period on this page. One of the largest insect eggs belongs to the carpenter bee. It is bigger than 1/2 inch. That's over here. That's a carpenter bee right there. Carpenter bees. They like to eat wood. Beetles battle. Rhinoceros beetles battle over food and mates. Ladybugs gobble. They are also called ladybird beetles. Most ladybugs eat other insects called aphids. Fireflies flash. The lights on these beetles signal other fireflies. So beetles battle. Do you see these guys battling it out? And here's the ladybug beetles right here, eating an aphid, and then here's the firefly, and they flash. And an interesting note, a firefly has special chemicals in their belly that helps them make light. There's another book posted all about fireflies, so if you're interested in that, check that book out. Butterflies and moths flutter by. Strong muscles power delicate wings. Colorful scales cover their wings. They suck plant juices through a proboscis. The mouth part looks like a big old straw. And you can see this as it's going down right here. Put it close up. Yep, very cool. Love butterflies. Who doesn't love a butterfly, right? Here are some ways to tell the difference between a butterfly and a moth. All right, so we have this table right here. Butterflies have bright colors, but a moth has a dull color. Butterflies have a knob at the end of each antenna, and moths have feathery antennas. Butterflies' wings held up to rest, and moths' wings are held up to rest. Butterflies awake in the day, and moths are awake at night. Butterflies molt into chrysalis, and moths spin a cocoon. Some moths and butterflies break these rules. There are butterflies with dull-colored wings and moths that are awake in the day. Believe it or not, I had a great big green moth today on my porch. I was surprised. Cockroaches. Cockroaches scurry. They hide during the day. At night, they come out to eat. Cockroaches run away fast if they sense danger. They often live near people. Food, crumbs, clothes, and paper taste good to them. And there's a picture of a great big cockroach. Ugh. Tough pests. A cockroach can live up to a month without food. It can live 2 weeks without water. It can even live without its head for up to a week. What? That is a crazy insect. It can live without its head for a week? That's a cockroach. Dragonflies zoom up and down. They hover. They fly backward. Their strong jaws chomp insect snacks in midair. But adult dragonflies don't bite people. They live near water. Female dragonflies lay eggs in or near the water. Look at that pretty picture. They're very colorful, aren't they? You see a reflection in the water. There's another one. All right. Young dragonflies live underwater. They breathe with gills. Flies fly. A fly buzzes around on two wings. Scientists think sticky feet help flies walk on the ceiling. Flies eat only liquids. They spit up their solid food, then they suck it back as a liquid. Mosquitoes are kind of a fly. They often bother people. Females drink blood from people and other animals. Their eggs need blood to grow. All right. Female flies lay hundreds of eggs in their short life. Grasshoppers hop. Long legs push them high and far. Wings sometimes help them even grow farther. Grasshoppers chomp. They eat many different kinds of plants. And look at that picture. That is a great picture of a grasshopper. And look at those legs. Definitely good for jumping. Insects and humans. Insects sometimes hurt people. Flies spread diseases. Swarms of grasshoppers eat crops. And insects also help us. Bees move pollen from one flower to another. Without their help, many plants would not grow. Beetles break down dead plants. They help make soil rich again. Insects outnumber humans. Scientists think for each human there are 200 million insects. Wow. We must share this planet and live together. And that is a great book about insects. Wow, were there some great facts in that book about insects? I can't believe it. My brain, woo! Did you learn something new? I hope so. Can you share a fact with a friend? I bet you can. What was your favorite fact? Can you share it with somebody today? All right. Well, share your fact with somebody or share it with me and let me know. Listen to another great story or another nonfiction book, and I hope to see you back. Bye.